Welcome to today's edition of the Rush 24/7 podcast.
Say, folks, how'd you like that speech by John Favreau last night? Did you see the speech by John Favreau, Mr. Snerdley? Who is John Favreau? Favreau wrote the speech. He wrote the speech that Obama read off of the teleprompter. Now, Favreau, he's not as nearly as telegenic. He doesn't have Obama's smile. He doesn't have Obama's cool. But he can sure write a speech. He can write a speech that promises socialism while sounding conservative. Do you realize what a tough challenge that was? Even the guys at the Politico admit today, and this is a positive thing in a way, and you have to look for them wherever you can find them. Even the guys at the Politico today who are in the tank for Obama, and they've been in the tank for Obama for months now, over a year, even they admit that he couched all that he wants to do in conservative rhetoric. I'll give you an example. And by the way, no more dropouts. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for that. You are not only dropping out of school, you are dropping out on your country. And we're not. Now, he doesn't mean that for a minute. He wants as many dropouts as he can get. Now, folks, you have to understand here when you, this is why I am host and you are not. A great example here. But before the speech started last night, I said, I don't even want to watch it. Because it was meaningless. I knew what it was going to be. His speeches to me are tired. We've established that he's a great orator, have we not? We already have established, we've already agreed he does great speeches. Okay, so what? What's next? You know what? Even Tom Shales. I have a piece here by Tom Shales who despises me. Not that relevant to anything, but I just know that he does. Tom Shales in the Washington Post today reviewing this thing, and he basically says, look, just another Obama great speech. Liberals on the train, HR driving in. It's a good speech, but it wasn't as filling and satisfying as when he was new. It's a great speech, but then so what? I got to sneeze. I can't believe... Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I sneezed quickly. By the way, I do not hold back sneezes. If I'm going to sneeze, I sneeze. I get it out there. It's a normal bodily function. It happens for a reason. Largely, well, nevertheless, it offends people. That's why I use the bleep button. Here's Shales. For all his oratorical skills, however, it seems very likely that Americans who watch the speech probably not terribly eager to see another one soon. Tom Shales, who is full-fledged, as liberal as you can get. Speeches are always going to make news, but the fact that he's a pretty great communicator, no longer a revelation. So after perfecting his style and having given a speech last night that was full of practical content, there isn't much further he can go as a speechmaker. Now the next two words uppermost in the national consciousness. What next? That's Tom Shales writing in the Washington Post today. I did end up watching it. By the way, greetings and welcome. It is the Rush Limbaugh program, major address to the nation. Standard operating procedure would be, and we've done it in the past, to come in here and play key elements, key points, analyze them, parse them. But in this case, the speaker was Obama. The words are not intended to be taken literally. They're just words that you want to hear. They're not for analysis. They are for feelings. And I learned, folks, we did this with Clinton, and it didn't matter. And this guy's better than Clinton. This guy lies better than Clinton. He says the opposite of what he means better than Clinton. Clinton got away with it. There is no way we're going to sit here and change anybody's mind by running through this speech sentence by sentence. Oh, my gosh, what did he say here? That's not the way this is going to happen. He attacked bankers, and then he wasn't attacking bankers. And then he back to attacking bankers. I guarantee you, the most popular part of the speech was when he really jammed the CEOs. The days are over. Days are over. You're going to escape on a private jet. Yeah, I guess America probably stood up on that. That's nothing new. America's always hated the rich. America's always hated barons. America has always had class envy. He declared war on earmarks in a bill that's got 9,000 of them. Well, folks, I watched it, and I vowed I'm not going to get mad. It's a waste of time to get mad, especially when what happens is what you expect to happen. It was exactly what I expected. The reaction from the drive-bys, exactly what I expected, even on Fox. They're all the suck-up media now. They're all in the suck-up vein here because of the historical nature of the presidency. Yeah, I don't like big government while he's making it bigger than it's ever been. It's exactly, Snerdley. There was another line in there. This one I had to, get this one. Regulations were gutted for the sake of a quick profit at the expense of a healthy market. People bought homes they knew they couldn't afford from banks and lenders who pushed those bad loans anyway. And all the while, critical debates and difficult decisions were put off for some other time on some other day. And he said this without bursting out laughing, too. He's got to know when he says this that it's just BS. The only difference in his words in a bag of manure last night was the bag, and he knows it. All these poor victims. Somebody rounded them up in a bus and took them to the local bank. Get in there and borrow money for a house that you can't afford. And the evil banker, get in here. They put leashes on these poor people to bust up to the bank. Get in here. You are going to borrow this money. Don't read it. Just sign it and get out there and enjoy the American dream. And nobody came along to try to stop this other than George Bush 10 or 11 times. Nobody. It was just hilarious. And let's move on to something else.